For the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the Commanders and the Eagles, and it comes your way next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have... than even the Super Bowl, because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to...
The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Hurts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
A
heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
At the 28-yard line.
Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. There was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 63 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Formation for the Eagles.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Brissett. Fights through it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Brissett. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Brissett. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here's Brissett. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him in. It's Brown. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
21-0 our score after one. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Throwing, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st down, Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hurts looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a first carry for their fullback. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively by Jeff Okudah.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action with Brissett.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Brissett now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
9-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
At the Commander's 47-yard line.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Daron Payne with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A give running right, Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. second down. Here's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10.
Commanders 21, Eagles 10.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And taken right on the 30. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing, Brissett. That's Samuel, caught left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A second down throw for Brissett.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And it's third down.
Now Brissett.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And it's third down.
Brissett sets to throw it.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Brissett to the right side and complete to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Brissett. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
5-yard line.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Alex Arma.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brissett now.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Brissett.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
31 yards.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive.
The Commanders are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire
19. We're dead. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Here we go. Don't worry. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Here we go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Here we go. Hold on, ready? Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. I want to go one. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. 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 Don't worry. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. 19. We're dead. Go. We're 19. We're dead. Here we go. We're 19. We're dead. Here we go. Go. We're 19. We're dead. Go. Don't worry. Go. We're 19. We're dead. Go. We're 19. We're dead. Want to go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's 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 go. Don't worry. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. Let's go. Don't worry. Let's go. We're 19. We're dead. 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 Let's go. Don't worry. Let's go. Don't worry. Let's go. Don't worry. Let's go.